It should never have happened. Baby Lacey should be with us today, learning to crawl and giggle at her big sister. But she didn't stand a chance. Her mum Nadine sent home from hospital multiple times, even though she knew something was terribly wrong. And Lacey's isn't the only preventable death at this hospital.
I believe if Lacey had been induced 4 days prior, she would be here. I believe if I had an emergency C-section, she would be here.
Nadine Lott is a mum to 2 little girls, but one she held for just 7 days.
All day, every breath. Life's unbearable without her. I feel like I died too with her. They just forgot to bury me.
They let Nadine down, they let Lacey down, and we've all lost Lacey. And unfortunately there's no way to get her back, but all we can hope is it never happens to any other family.
But it has. Latrobe Regional Hospital in Victoria's East is at the centre of yet another preventable death. Baby Lacey becoming one of 9 patients to die at the public hospital since 2020, all considered sentinel deaths or preventable.
3 baby deaths in 6 weeks and 1 was a sentinel event. I had to call the hospital to confirm, is that sentinel event my daughter? And they said yes.
Her little girl died after childbirth, but not without her mum putting up the fight of her life.
I want her to know that Mum loves her and Mum's sorry, because I tried. And I hold a lot of guilt in that birth because I was so vulnerable, but I tried to scream, I tried to beg.
For 3.5 hours you were screaming, pleading for help.
I was screaming, help me, get her out, I'm dying, someone do something please. And it took 3.5 hours after admission before they finally got her out of me, and it was too late.
Nadine had been preparing for Lacey's arrival with her mum Raylene and daughter Isla. Her name was picked out and Winnie the Pooh had been the theme for it all.
So this is Lacey's nursery.
The 31-year-old had been suffering with hyperemesis during the pregnancy, but had been given the all clear that Lacey was happy and healthy.
I got extra testing done to be safe, NIPT testing, amniotesis testing. I dotted my I's, crossed my T's.
But at 36 weeks, she put 8 kilos on in 9 days.
You knew something was wrong.
I was really struggling to catch my breath, couldn't wear shoes, really lightheaded, and had found out Lace was breech.
Lacey was turned but wasn't induced, Nadine claims, because the hospital was short-staffed. This was the beginning of a horrific 4 days. Turned away on Wednesday, Nadine rebooked with the hospital on Friday. That was cancelled too. Yet again, Nadine says they appeared to be short-staffed. Nadine was booked in for the following Monday instead.
I got off the phone, hysterical, and said to Mum, me and my baby won't make it till Monday.
Nadine was right. Come Saturday night, she'd begun gushing blood. Rushed to the hospital with her mum by her side, only to be told she could go home.
They said, you're only 1 centimetre dilated. You might be able to go home for 24 hours.
It was the most horrific experience. I don't actually have words for it.
Nadine says it's all on film. Videos of her thrashing and screaming, begging for an epidural and to be taken seriously.
I was hitting and kicking. I was begging for mine and Lacey's life.
Nadine gave birth at 2:36 a.m. that Sunday morning. She never got to hear her baby cry.
No one even clicked she was dead. I had to ask twice, is she okay? Is she okay? I was told she's okay.
A code blue was then quickly called and Lacey was resuscitated. She was then rushed here to Monash Children's Hospital in Melbourne. 7 days later, Nadine turned off her life support. Her baby girl was brain dead. Lacey died in her mum's arms.
It's like a nightmare you don't wake up from. I'm 5.5 months into it, and I have a lifetime of this to go. I just want her in my arms.
Nadine is now moving in with her mum. She's fostering dogs and studying vet nursing.
My body yearns for Lace.
Her mum, heartbroken, she's lost her granddaughter, but says she's lost Nadine too.
She come home with empty arms, no baby.
Since Nadine's spoken out, she's been swamped by families with horror stories about the hospital. Even more of a shock are the claims from staff. A worker too afraid to be identified has spoken to A Current Affair. They claim hospital staff weren't open with Nadine about the health of Lacey during and after labour, and that CTG monitoring clearly showed Lacey was lacking oxygen. They say midwives pleaded for an emergency Caesar and that staff fear repercussions in the workplace if they speak up about what led to Lacey's death.
She was failed numerous times, not just once.
Now as Nadine tries to heal, she wants everyone to know Lacey's name. In her baby's honour, she's calling for an independent inquiry into Latrobe Regional Health, a coronial inquest, and has employed lawyer Michael Pissarro from Law Partners to begin a case for compensation.
We're pursuing or investigating a case for medical negligence.
Law Partners has since been contacted by 10 others.
We'd certainly hope that the government holds some form of independent inquiry immediately.
But a little girl who never stood any chance at life due to no fault of her own is like making a mark and bettering the future. And I'm the proudest mum.
And she should be. Well, the coroner is currently investigating Lacey's death, and the hospital says reviews have already led to improvements, but nothing brings back Nadine's baby girl.